Hello, folks. It's Jim from New Hampshire Card Hunters again, and I want to welcome back all of you sports card enthusiasts and Mr. and Mrs. Sports card collectors, and ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. We got a good one for you tonight. We're back. We're back at it. We've got some archives baseball right here to open up. Everything's going to be free, as you guys already know. We got a few fat packs too. So we're gonna start off with those. We'll open one archives blaster box with and two fat packs on the front end. We get into our on the docket in the middle, which we're gonna be talking about baseball's bad autograph signers. We'll get into that. I think you're gonna like this one. we it's this is one of my pet peeves here and in collecting, and so we're gonna talk a little bit more in depth about that. So what we'll do is we'll give you a quick look at the checklist on archives. And again, everything that you see here, everything, no matter what it is, autograph, any particular one of ones, whatever it may be, it's all free. We're all giving it all away. All you have to do is leave a comment in our comment section with the word drawing. Once we get 10 people, 10 people that want this, then we will, I don't know, we'll just draw a winner out on one of those spin the wheel things and give it all away. You do have to have a PayPal account. That's the only stipulation. You don't have to be a channel member. You don't have to be a subscriber. You don't even have to be a Patreon member. We don't care about any of that stuff. I know a lot of other people do. We don't. Okay. So get that out of the way. We got the first lady of baseball with us, Michelle, and we are ready to get this show on the road. So without further ado, let's swing over there and take a look at the checklist, shall we?
Let's see what we're looking for.
Yeah. Let me just do this 1 second, make sure I got it up, and I do. Okay. So yeah, I mean, whoop. Okay, well, I was gonna go there, but let me just do this again. So yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the Red Sox, and they just got done in the month of July with the best record in what Red Sox history, right?
The,
21
be-
and
the
21
best
and 4.
month, the best month of baseball in franchise history.
Wow, that's crazy. 21 and 4. I mean, I look, guys, we never saw this coming for the record. I mean, they were playing
Sort of.
sort
They
of
were
500 ball. I mean, but they were worse than that. They couldn't do anything right, and now they can't do anything wrong. But
Hey, we'll
it's
take it.
yeah, it's been amazing.
It's been a fun ride.
It's been contributors from all over the team. From Rafaela to Bayo to the bullpen. Guys like Abreu and Contreras and you name it.
Durbin
Yeah, Durbin's been
and
unbelievable.
and even Durant, as bad as his average is, he's been coming through in the clutch.
Oh, of course.
There's been so many people. Connor Wong.
Of course.
I just
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been fun because you never know who the hero tonight's going to be. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the GOAT?
Right. And they play good defense. They manufacture runs. They bunt guys
I
along.
love the
It's
brand of baseball they're playing now.
a guy, a friend of mine who I worked with a couple of years back said, "Oh, nobody bunts anymore." And that's a lost art. I'm like, what are we talking about? Even back then, I mean, there were still guys that were bunting, but it wasn't nearly as prevalent as it is now.
Right.
But
It's
now
fun to watch.
everybody's doing it, and
Fun
and
to
you
watch.
should if you can take. I mean, Durbin was a perfect example last night. He
Oh God, yeah.
he bunted one down the third base line with two guys on because Muncy was playing back. Easy base hit, easy. Didn't even have to run hard. So that just shows you that taking advantage of those situations really pays benefits.
Baseball intelligence.
Right. All right. So switching gears, here we go. 2024 Topps Archive Baseball Checklist, and the 3 years that it highlights on the regular cards is 1961, 1970 and 1994. There are a bunch of parallels in here. Not all of them are numbered, but there's rainbow foils, green foil boards, aqua foil board. We got the red hot foils, the blue foils, orange foils, printing plates, foil factors, you name it, all kind of good stuff. Um, we also have, a number of autographs that we can pull out of here. I guess the flagship designs are 68, 83, 95, and 2000. And 2000 and 2000, excuse me, that was 2001, but 2000. And we've got some insert sets. 1995 At the Break, 1996 Wrecking Crew, 1999 New Breed, 2006 Own the Game. You guys get the idea, right? These are a little bit harder down here to pull. The 1953 Tops. Uh, who's who's the at star? I remember those. Those were like music ones from '53. Yeah, just the talented music people at the time, not necessarily groups, but a lot of solo people. And then the 1958 Tops Western Stars, which I remember quite well, and then the '68 Action Stars, which is the one right here with Paul O'Neill, and the 1990 Tops Batting Leaders. So you got those as well to look at, and there's as you can see here, there's autographs that accompany these parallels.
That's an autograph, folks.
Yeah, that's an autograph, right? Oh boy, I'll tell you, it's been bad, really bad. Anyway, it's a 300 card set, and we've got a number of autographs. I'm not going to bore you too much, but I'm going to give you the names because it really is quite remarkable that there are this many good rookies in this set. So, and these are the ones that stand out. So we got Ellie De La Cruz, Junior Caminero, Jared Jones, Jackson Churio, Ronnie Mauricio, Gavin Williams, Jordan Lawler, Jack Leiter, Curtis Mead, Andy Pajes, Jackson Holiday, Paul Skeens, Wyatt Langford, Jung Hoo Lee, Pete Crow Armstrong, Kyle Harrison, Jackson Merrill, Mason Wynn, Evan Carter, Nick Gonzalez, Shota Imanaga, and Sedan Rafaela. And there's a whole lot more than that, but I said, well, I think that
That'll cover the highlights.
Pretty much covers it. So yeah, so there's your rundown of what we'll be looking for, and hopefully we run into some really good stuff tonight because hey, we love giving it away.
Yep.
Our investment is your game. And that's how we do it here at New Hampshire Card Hunters. We give it all away. We don't care what it is. I mean, could be Paul Skeens this time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But anyway, let's get after it.
Let's get going.
All right. So yeah, so there's a lot going on here. That the trade deadline's starting up, and we're seeing lots of well, not a lot of activity yet, but the Sox traded for Curtis Mead, which I kind of like the trade, don't you, Michelle?
Yes and no. I really love Conley Early. I do seriously think that they got the better end of that deal, especially now that Mead in his second at bat gets a broken wrist out of the deal.
But that's unfortunate.
But I think he's going to be a good player for us. He's young, he's a rookie here, that we're looking for, and he seems to have, from the information we've gotten on him, perfect swing for Fenway. So hopefully,
he's a pull side hitter. So
hopefully it'll pay off in the long run, and hopefully we can get him back for the end of the season and into the postseason play.
Well, they said 6 to 8 weeks on that fracture. It doesn't require surgery, so right. I mean he should be.
You just don't know,
right? But he's not.
Hopefully, he's a quicker healer than
right
than R.A.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out because I didn't mention this when we started, but yeah, there's these blaster boxes are there's 8 packs, 7 cards. 7 packs per box, 8 cards per pack, 56 cards. It's a fly in here. And so we got 2 of those, and then the fat packs are 16 cards. So, and they got yellow parallels that we can pull out of here. And over here we've got let's see, what do they have in here? Oh yeah, the black
oh,
parallels, and who knows what else. So four parallels. I've seen times where people haven't got four in a box, but we'll see how this goes for us. All right, just so you know that. Let's get that out of the way. So yeah, there's like 172 cards, I think. 56, 112, 112, and 64 is 176, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so we got 176 cards. So we'll have one winner here, one winner. It makes it easy. We'll box it up. We'll put it all in there. If we usually have more than 200 or 250 cards, we usually have a couple winners, and we split up the hits. But hey, there's gonna be one winner gets it all tonight. So
there you
anyway,
go.
all right, first pack. Might get a little bit.
See what we can pull.
Yeah.
We have had good luck in the past. If you've watched any of our other videos, you've seen us go way above the odds and get some really good stuff. So let's hope that's the case tonight.
Yeah, let's hope that is the case. All right. Starting us off, here we go. Landon Knack, Heston Kerstad, Dave Winfield. Good shot of Dave right there.
Mm-hmm.
Great athlete. I think a three-sport athlete: football, basketball, and baseball. He was drafted by two or three teams. You know, like in the NBA was drafted. I think the Vikings drafted him in the NFL draft. Yeah, hell of an athlete. Ricky Henderson and Charlie Blackman, and then there's our first black parallel, I guess. Reese Hoskins. And these aren't numbered, by the way. This is like a refractor type parallel. So yeah, so there's that. And then Corey Seager and Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse.
Mm-hmm.
The Iron Horse, great player. You know, we did a video on him a while back. Well, yeah, I think it was on him, right? I mean, where he got literally railroaded out of the MVP award. I mean, his stats were so far and away better than the Detroit catcher there that he was going up against. Okay, we got something glittery down in the back there. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna find out in a minute. All right, leading us off is. Hang on a second. Let's put that right there. Just want to get this out of studio mode. That's better. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. So we got Justin Foscue, Ronnie Mauricio, and Aaron Nola, and Josh Young, and we got some Kansas City. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Could be Bobby Witt, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, the Mick.
Mickey Mantle, the Mick. That's a good shot of the Mick right there. Switch hitter, 500 home run guy. You know, he could run like the wind when he first got out, but after he stepped on that drain in Yankee Stadium, he lost a lot of his speed. Here we go. What do we got? What is this? Oh, we got Salvi Perez. What do we got here? It's
Is that the breakout?
yeah,
Chain gang?
Wrecking Crew.
Wrecking
Oh, it's
Crew,
a
there you
Wrecking
go.
Crew. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's really nothing to write home about, I guess then.
Yeah.
But it's a cool shot of Savvy, Monty Irvin, and Ted Williams, the Splinter.
A splendid Splinter.
All right, so nothing too much, nothing too crazy in the first two packs.
Oh, you got some good nostalgic picks there so far. You know, with
I love the
Mickey
archives.
and Lou Gehrig and Ted Williams.
Well,
some nostalgia there.
Right. They always have the old timers in here, so that's kind of cool.
Archives.
Gavin Williams, there's a nice rookie right there. This is a guy that's really under the radar. I would say he's a pretty talented guy and a heck of a pitcher. I don't know if he's 120 yet or not, but he had a pretty good season last year. I don't know what his record is this year, but he's sort of in anonymity in Cleveland, so he doesn't get a lot of press out there, but he's a good pitcher. He's a good athlete. We'll set that aside somewhere. Let's make a little room. And then we got Zach Neto, trade candidate, Jonathan India, Dalton Varsho, and Jake Berger, and another one of these black parallels, David Wright this time. Mr. Met, Emmanuel Classe, and Cedric Mullins. So, 3 down, 4 to go. Yeah, so so there's been a lot. There's been a few trades. I saw that the Mets traded away Minter, and then the Angels traded away their catcher plus Solsi, the reliever there. So yeah, it hasn't been anything major.
Ah, Jeremy.
Jeremy Pena leading us off in this pack, followed by Anthony Volpe and George Kirby and Connor Joe. Looks like we got another wrecking crew coming. Wyatt Langford, rookie. Another pretty good player right there for Texas. Set that one aside, and then we've got Jackson Chourio, rookie. And this is New Breed.
I was gonna say that's not a wrecking ball.
Nope. That's not a wrecking ball, right? That's what they should have called it, the wrecking ball, instead of the wrecking crew. Right. I like that better. Kevin Pillar, Nick Gonzalez. So nothing really interesting yet, but
well, it depends on who you are.
Still got 3 more packs here. Well, we should get at least one numbered card out of here, I would think.
Well,
Get something decent. That's the hope, right?
Yep.
Jacob Young. Hey, Pedro. Yeah.
That is a young Pedro.
It's a nice 661 design right there, folks.
Wow.
Beauty. Yariel Rodriguez. And Justin Steele, who's been hurt all the time. Daryl Strawberry. I don't think this is numbered either.
Black parallel.
Yep. Another black parallel. Oh, we got an autograph. We got an autograph, guys. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, yeah. There it is. Goose Gossage. That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that.
Oh,
look at that signature.
Look at
that signature. I love it.
Oh, that's perfect for...
Look at that.
Yep.
Here we go. Ask and you shall receive. Here we go. Goose Gossage. Beautiful signature right there. And the card's pristine. Let's take a look at the corners. Oh, yeah. Nice. Very nice. Yep. Beautiful. I'm going to put that in the sleeve right now. I'll get these last 2 cards.
Sleeve that up.
Alexis Diaz. Here we go.
Nice.
Here we go, folks. You want
I was going to say, if that doesn't draw some attention, just throw the word drawing in the comment sections, folks. Once we get 10, we'll draw it up and we'll send it to you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
we're giving all this stuff away, like I say, and
you only need that PayPal account so that you can send him a penny so we can get your shipping label and information. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you. That's why people, if we're giving it away, why do you need a PayPal account? Because we do need to be able to get your address and your shipping information. That's it. We'll take care of everything else.
Yeah, no, I have an eBay store. I've had it since 2000, and I have about, I don't know, right around 3,000 items in there right now, all graded. And it's just easy for me if you send us a penny so we can get your shipping address. I'll have it all boxed up, and once we know your shipping address, then we can send it right out to you. It's easy. It makes my life a heck of a lot easier. I'm just gonna tell you that right out straight. I don't have to go down to the post office. I can print my shipping label right from my desktop and rock and roll. So that's the only reason that
one penny, guys.
Yeah. But almost everybody's got a PayPal account, right? I mean, we all do. I do.
I don't.
No, but I mean, most people on eBay or
I count on his.
Or anybody else has one. Ryan Sandberg, Willie Adames, and there's another one of our parallels, Edward Julian. So we're getting our parallels anyway. Yordan Alvarez, Willie Castro, O'Neill Cruz, and Shane McClanahan. Just came up with a hammy, and Hammer and Hank. That's a great shot of Hammer and Hank. Look at that. Look at how thin he is there. Look at how thin he is. So
it's crazy.
This just goes to show you that people have this misconception that you got to be a big guy to hit a ball a long way.
It's called good mechanics and bat speed.
I'm here to tell you that's a 100% incorrect. It is. It's just not true. And if you have good baseball mechanics, if your swing is solid and true, you generate a lot of bat speed, You don't need it. I didn't need it when I was. I mean, I didn't have. I'm 100, and in my playing days, I was about 155, 160, and I could hit the ball as far as anybody because of good mechanics. Spent thousands of hours in batting cages, you know. All right, final pack of this first blaster box. See if we get anything else in here. Freddie Freeman, Eloy Jimenez, Nolan Arenado,
Oops,
a
something shining.
rocket, huh?
Something
Yeah,
shining.
a rocket. Own the game, Dad. Own the game, and that is Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler's had a nice season this year too. He's another guy that's been, boy, that Phillies staff, when they get going in a short series, they'll give anybody trouble. Tyler Black, Mason Wynn, rookie, and Zach Wheeler. All right, so that's pretty good. We got the goose out of there. Oh, I was telling Michelle, as we get down here, I said, I said these blaster boxes are pretty good. I said there are a lot of autographs come out of here. Sure enough, first box, bam. I bought these like I don't know, 24 2 years ago or something. Just been sitting around. So I said, hey, let's give them away. All right, let's open up a couple of these fat packs. And by the way, I've seen autographs come out of here too. Pretty good. So let's see if I can actually open these up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll see. There we go. This is the way. All right. Yeah, that's better. 16 cards.
Wow.
Okay.
That
So-
one's sealed up pretty
So
good.
maybe this isn't
Wow.
quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. All right, we're getting there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Gently pull them out of there. Come on.
Mm.
Come on now. All right. So, let's see what this is going to give us. J.J. Bleday starts us off, and that's a rookie. Although it's not. Bleday's on. Oh no, Bleday's not a rookie, is he? That year. I was thinking of the other guy, Zach Geloff, in here. Luis Matos, Jacob DeGrom, and Randy Johnson. Nice shot of Randy. Thurman Munson. Great catcher.
Mm.
Hostile attitude. Just dyed in the wool villain of Red Sox fans. Austin Martin, rookie. Good one of him. And Everson Pierre. Victor Scott, rookie. Logan O'Hoppe. He's on the trading block. He just got traded, I should say. TJ Friedel. Well, those cards, look at how off center that is. See that?
Mm.
Yeah, these 70 versions are off center.
Wow.
Own the game. Bobby Witt.
Good
And we
player.
got a yellow here.
Yellow.
This is one of the yellow parallels here.
Parallels.
Yeah, Zach Wheeler.
Wheeler.
It's not numbered. Reese Hoskins. Shohei. No way. All right, Luis Robert Jr. and Johan Rojas. So nothing out of that one, but let's give it another shot. Freaking fly, man. Knock him out. All right, so we got it.
Tell ya.
I know. Sometimes these can be a little tricky. Yeah, this one's coming. This one's coming a little easier, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see what's going to happen in this one. Okay, starting us off, Grayson Rodriguez and Kyron Paris, Yuki Matsui, Marco Luciano. The yellow's up in the front this time. Isn't that weird? Trevor Williams. It's kind of weird. Okay, we'll take it. We'll go with it.
It's something else.
Derek
shiny.
Scooble, yeah. Something
Aaron Judge.
rainbowish. Aaron Judge, Dylan Cease. Boy, what a game he pitched against us the other night. I don't know if you guys caught the highlights of the Toronto series when we played Toronto, but Dylan Cease was off the hook. He was great.
It was crazy.
Oh yeah, couldn't touch him. Nolan Gorman, Giancarlo Stanton. And yeah, there's a Wrecking Crew again. This one's Adley Rutschman.
Sadly.
Good looking card.
Good looking player.
He's on dinged up right now. Shota Imanaga rookie. He's been getting roughed up. Mesa Miller, knockout closer. Michael Conforto, Adolis Garcia, and George Brett. Great
Wow.
hitter. Student of Charlie Lau. What else can you say? Freaking guy did it all. Great defensive player. Almost hit 400 one year. Let's put this right there. Yeah, so you can see it. Just an overall great player and a great leader. Hall of Fame player. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there we go. Look at that. So we're only halfway through of our opening here, and we hit pay dirt. So I mean, look, Goose Gossage is a pretty good pull. If you're gonna pull one, I'd say that's better than average. Let's just put it that way.
Yep. Absolutely.
Goose came up in 73 with the White Sox. And then later on he got traded to the Yankees. But between both places he was really good. And he was a hell of a closer and had a ton of saves. I don't know what his numbers are. I'll have to look him up. But yeah, I know his rookie 73. And he's just an overall great player. But yeah. Right. But anyway, so now we're going to get into what we like to fondly call our On the Docket segment. We do this in every video. We try to come up with something interesting that we're interested in, but we also think that you might be interested in. And tonight we've our topic of debate or topic of, I don't know what else you would call it, but is
interest.
Yeah, topic of interest is the epidemic of really bad autographs in Major League Baseball right now. And we've got a PowerPoint presentation here that we're just going to run by you, and we're going to point out. Look, I could have picked 1,000 guys that fall into this category, but we only have a few examples that we'd like to show you, just so you get the idea that that things shouldn't be as they are. Anyway, let's get over there. Let's see. First of all, let me just. Shoot, I didn't bring it up. Okay. Okay, let me just do this. Hang with me, folks. I just got to. It's gonna bring up. Forgot to get it going here. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, Jim's gone to a lot more shows than I have, and has been there getting autographs more than me. But since I met Jim and we went to a few shows where we got to see people signing and whatnot, and it was pretty interesting. Getting to meet the old timers. I really enjoyed that, and this was actually a topic that one of the old timers, I'm not sure, I haven't seen his presentation, but one of the old timers actually talked to us about this very topic. So we hope that it's as interesting to you as it was to us.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've talked to many a person about things like this, and most are in agreement that if you talk to a lot of the old timers, I'll tell you a story as we get into this, but I want to get into this this slideshow here. What's that?
I left a story that if you don't say it, I will talk about the story, but I think yours is going to be a different one than the one that I'm going to talk about.
Probably.
Yeah.
So here's the lead-in. I said, once upon a time, proper writing skills meant something. The ability to sign your name legibly for others to see easy to decipher, and in many cases, pleasing to the eye. So, I find it amazing to me, and in a word, stunning, to witness what I would call a rapid, almost total collapse of the English language. Forgot to put the in there, as we know it. In the world of sports card autographs, the evidence is all around us, from lazy, almost uninspired attempts, to the truncation of names, to just a couple of letters, to the just outright scribbling of some gibberish on a photo, a card, or a jersey. Okay, let's take a look at a few examples. Example number one. Here's a guy by the name of Emmett Sheehan. Now, all of you probably know, or most of you know, that Emmett pitches for the Dodgers. And I took the liberty of looking up Emmett's hobbies and interests. And what we can see here is, I guess he's a big motivational reader and self-help books, and especially this guy by the name of David Goggins for mental toughness. He's also into strength and conditioning, backyard bench press, sprints, routines, jumps, structured training cycles, you name it. Also ALS, and he's got a family connection. But what I don't see there is anything anything regarding proper grammar skills. And when I'm looking at Emmett's autograph here, as you can see, um, there's he started out great. The E looks okay, and then it's almost like he decided at some point in time he got distracted, and then he just dozed off to sleep, and the rest of it just went dead like an EKG machine, flatlining. I mean, how can you possibly be proud of a signature like that? I'd like anybody, you guys should leave me some comments here and tell me the stories of some of these autographs that you've seen, because they're everywhere. And this guy is a leading example of a reason why, really, if they talk about baseball players. They in a lot of these organizations, they talk to them about finance. They talk to them about proper eating habits and so on. Why aren't they talking about proper English skills? Just the basics. Just being able to write your name, on a check, to write your name legibly for a fan, or just your own personal for your own personal pleasure. I mean, what is so hard? What is so hard about taking? If you're gonna do all this stuff that he's doing, I'm sure you got a little extra time on your hands. I'd be willing to bet that, Michelle.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at this, it's too bad. It's a poor example. It's he should be ashamed of that, really.
The only way you're going to know that it's Emmett Sheehan is if it has his name underneath it. So if you were to find a baseball and that's one of the signatures on there,
yeah,
you're not going to have
in like a dollar
any
bin
idea
somewhere, right?
You're not going to have any idea at all what you've got.
Right. You wouldn't
It's
know.
crazy.
You wouldn't know Emmett Sheehan from Babe Ruth. I mean, if well, maybe that's a bad example because Babe Ruth did have a pretty good signature, but you wouldn't know Emmett Sheehan from any other
From Emmett Smith.
from any other common Joe, right? I mean, because this guy's signature is almost non-existent, and aside from the E here, there's nothing else that really you can kind of focus in on to to use to identify the autograph.
Yep.
So this is
one example.
This is one example. Let's give you another one. Here we go. Okay, working his craft. Okay, this is Junior Caminero. Now, I know all you young guys know about Junior Caminero. This year, he's got 29 home runs, 65 RBIs, a 280 average, a 391 OBP, a 541 slug percentage, and a 911 OPS.
But what the heck is that signature?
I'd say with good confidence, he's been working on his baseball craft. But I can tell you another craft he hasn't been working on, and that's his signature. That is as bad as it gets.
Well, I can see the J.
Yep. What else is there?
What the heck
I don't even know what this
Where's the
is.
C?
I don't even know. I don't even know what this is right here. This long line that goes into like a sort
Maybe
of like
that's the
a
C.
sideways V or something. I don't even know what that is.
Maybe the long line is for junior, and then the
I don't know what that
I
is.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that is.
It it it
I
is
mean,
ridiculous. It
I
looks
mean,
like a Z.
guys, come on, come on. You're a major league ball
Yeah.
player. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to have good, a good signature, something you can be proud of, something you can put your name behind. This is terrible. This is awful.
Yep.
You should be ashamed of this. I mean,
That's bad.
it's bad. It's bad,
As
bad,
good a
bad.
baseball player as he is, that's a horrible. He is the flip side
Right.
on his signature.
It's
Horrible.
obvious. It's obvious he cares about doing well in baseball. Why shouldn't this is a life achievement here. This is something that you should be. There's one of those life lessons that you learn along the way is, hey, have a good signature. So when someone says, oh yeah, okay, I know who that is.
Right.
If you go to a bank, right? If you go to a bank and you sign your name like that, if let's say you wrote a check to somebody and they brought that check to the bank and they saw that signature on there, they could have written that. They could have like put that signature on there. I don't know if a bank would accept that. I don't. And it's terrible. I mean,
know.
but this is what I'm talking about, huh, Michelle? I mean, this is
Crazy.
just awful. I mean, I could do this all night long, but I'm not going to. But I want to make you
Yeah, we
guys
do have a
aware.
game to watch.
I mean, look, guys. If you're buying autographs, right? One of the core tenets of owning autographs should be a recognizable signature that is well crafted and put together in a very easy to read manner. End of story. And if you don't see that on a card from Junior Caminero or Bozo the Clown, it doesn't matter, then you shouldn't be buying that autograph. Why? Because all you're saying to that person is, I'm okay with the signature that you're signing right there. you know and I think it's okay that you keep signing that way. No, no, what we should be saying here is, Junior, 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 listen to me for a second. Your autograph sucks. You don't know how to do you know how to do cursive writing? Have you ever done that before? Have you ever attempted to learn it? Maybe you should, because this signature is a very bad signature, very, very bad. So you should look to improve your overall writing skills and make a better attempt. Okay, now you wanted to get into. Wait a minute. No, we'll do that in the next one. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 3 here. Okay. Now this is another one of my favorites too, and this is Freddie Freeman, of course. And as you can see in the upper right hand corner, he's got the old truncation mode going here, the double F and nothing else. Okay. Now I said to myself, okay, I wonder if his teacher his teacher would think of this. So I went out and I looked out, and apparently his teacher, he was also his high school baseball coach, is Jason Moeller, and I guess he thought that Freeman was kind of a goofy kid with a smile who would lock in as he stepped into the batter's box, even as a 14-year-old. So obviously he was locked in on achieving his skill sets in baseball and rising to higher levels to possibly be a major leaguer. So my question for Jason Moeller is, did you if Freddie did sign his signature a different way, then we'd certainly like to know about it here at New Hampshire Card Hunters. And because if you haven't seen his signature lately, and this is the first time you're seeing this, then Freddie, I think you've got a little explaining to do here to your teacher, because I'm not sure he'd be real happy in the way you're signing your name. Huh, Michelle?
It's kind of crazy because you think there's a few reasons why they might just truncate like that. Like, maybe Freddie's thinking that he's the only double F in baseball, right? So
Yep.
almost I don't want to say I love Freddie. I really do. If you've watched our last video, you know how much I love Freddie Freeman. and how much I respect him. But it almost seems like that's that's like an ego thing. Like, oh, I don't need to sign it fully. They know who FF is. I'm the only FF Major League Baseball player, right?
Right.
That's going to be someone that you're going to want an autograph from. And I would hate to think that Freddie Freeman's doing that because he thinks he can just get away with it because he's the only FF in baseball. I can't imagine that would be it. But I'm trying to think of why else would you just shortcut your name like that?
I,
I don't understand it. But I
I
mean,
just,
because I love Freddie, but that's a horrible signature.
you know, these guys, Freddie Freeman, Judy Caminero, probably Emmett Sheehan, and many, many others. You know, a lot of these guys probably met baseball players when they were kids.
Yeah.
At a baseball game, at a baseball card show, at a signing event. Personally, I will tell you that, this is a story, and I should have brought the ball down. I forgot to do it.
Ah,
I'll do it. I'll do it the next time.
yep. So
Um,
you are going to talk about the story then.
right. So I was. I have a base. I had two baseballs. One I caught at Fenway Park back in 1985, and I also have another one that I got when we were going to the Red Sox dinner, and added a bunch of signatures to it. And I would try to get as many Red Sox as I could on those balls. Anyway, I I saw that Mo Vaughn was signing somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but because I went to a ton of shows back then. But I got Mo Vaughn's autograph, and amongst other autographs, like I had John Tudor on there, and Mike Stenhouse, and a bunch of Mike Greenwell, guys like that. Red Sox fan favorite type guys, and some stars. So anyway, so I went to the Shriner show in Boston, Massachusetts, and I showed up there, and I got Hank Aaron on a 8x10 photo, and then I wanted to get Louis Aparicio and Fergie Jenkins. So I walk up there because they were both red. They both play for the Red Sox. So I wanted them on that ball. So I bring that ball up. It's got like about 5 signatures on there. And first guy I hand it to is Fergie Jenkins. And Fergie takes the ball. And before he signs the ball, he goes, hey. He says, yeah. He goes, turns the ball around, takes the ball like this, and he goes, who's that guy right there? I'm like, that guy right there? He goes, yeah, that guy right there. I said, well, it's Mo Vaughn. And Fergie starts laughing. He goes, and he turns right to the left of him is Louis Aparicio. He's still got the ball in his hand, and he turns to Louis and he says, hey, Louis. And Louis looks over at him. He says, look, he says, Mo Vaughn. And Louis starts laughing. So you know that these guys take this personally, right? Fergie Jenkins and Louis Aparicio and Harmon Killebrew and Eddie Matthews, all those guys. I met all those guys in person, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Feller, I can tell you that every one of their autographs, every single one, is perfect. Is a perfect autograph, and to have to see this in person or on card, right? I mean, you see Goose Gossage's. He's old school. And that's why, because all those guys were taught back then to do this correctly, to sign your name legibly so everybody could read it. Like a rite of passage.
Yep.
I mean,
The story that I was going to tell was when you and I went to the card show and we met Harmon Killebrew.
right.
And Harmon was talking about this young player coming up that he sat down and said, you need to remember, you take pride in your game. You need to take pride in your name. When someone asks for your autograph, you should be proud of that. They should have something that they can read. It needs to be legible, it needs to be neat, it needs to have a little of your own flair, but they have to be able to read it. And that young player he was talking to was Torrey
Tory
Hunter.
Hunter. Yep.
And Torrey had a horrible signature. And Harmon Killebrew talked to him about it and said, no, this isn't gonna, no. You need to practice signing so kids can read it. People need to be able to read your autograph.
It's terrible.
And I'm telling you, you could take a piece of white line paper and put it over the top of Harmon Killebrew's signature, and straight as an arrow, it would stay between the lines.
Yeah, this
absolutely stunning signature. That really hung with me, over the years. And I mean, here's this grandfatherly looking guy with the lightest, brightest blue eyes.
He was great.
And just kindest young man. Oh my gosh, he was so kind to the couple in front of us whose father he had gone to war with.
Right.
And he wanted to make sure he got a picture with him and all.
Yep.
And that's a lost art.
It is, and the one thing that when there was a guy standing in front of me and we were getting Harmon's autograph, because, look, Harmon's a 500 home run guy. He's a Hall of Famer. He was a great player. He basically was the heart and soul of that team, along with guys like Tony Oliva and a little bit later on, Rod Carew. Jim Cott was over there for a while. Burt Blyleven, came up through the Twin system. There's a lot of great players, and the guy in front of me turned around and said, "Boy," he says, his signature's straight as an arrow. And that's the one thing he says. I've got his autograph. I've always said it's straight as an arrow, and it is. It's a beautiful autograph, and
he doesn't have the shortest name.
No.
Harmon Killebrew, and he writes it all the way out.
Yep.
Nice, neat. Oh,
it's
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's a work of art. Is
right.
What it is.
And the point we're trying to make here for all you guys, and especially the young collectors, is like, look, I mean, if you're going to go to a show like Fanatics Fest, which is just went on and now at the National, if you're going to go to one of these shows, you're going to get an autograph. Don't you want something that you can look back on and say, so that's
exactly
anybody
that
could look
is.
at that signature. Anybody could look at that and say, oh yeah, that's Pete Rose or Tom Seaver or something like that. Not Junior Caminero, not Emmett Sheehan.
Right.
I mean, look, Freddie Freeman, sure, okay, people say, oh yeah, I know it's a double F. So what? It's not done well. He should do it better. Freddie, if you're listening, we love you like crazy, but please, straighten your signature out. Do it for me. Do it for the old man in the room here. Do it for the old man. Anyway, we're going to get back to the video here. Yeah. I mean, the PowerPoint presentation in just a second. But this is what we do here. We have these discussions because, when you've lived a lot in the hobby and you've been around the hobby a long time and you've seen a lot of these changes occur to the game, to the sport, to the players, I think it's important that people point these things out. Because if we don't, like I said before, then these guys are going to keep doing it, And look, if you're Fanatics, I would just say I would just say if you're Fanatics, like, guys, come on, can you at least, clean them up a little bit, make them look a little more presentable? I mean, because even if they're paying these guys $25 an autograph, it's still $25 an autograph, or they have some sort of a signing agreement where they sign X amount of signatures, right? I mean, it's deplorable to watch these guys keep doing this.
Yeah.
But so I just thought that,
And if you disagree with us and you have a counterpoint to our points, then, feel free to leave a comment and tell us how wrong we are.
Well, tell us you don't agree with us.
Take.
Tell us you agree with us. Tell us your own stories. Tell us about.
Oh, I'd love to hear some stories.
Yeah, I mean, the shows you went to and how disappointed or impressed you were. Let us know. I mean, we love to We love to hear them,
We're baseball
and if you
fans.
got
Period.
anything to say, just say it. Say it.
Yep.
All right, let's transition back
Yep.
here. Let's go. All right. So now we're going to give you a couple of examples of guys that we think have really good signatures. So let's get after it, right? Let's do this. All right. Let's get to this slide.
Sorry, Freddie.
Boom. And there he is, folks. There he is. And I like to call this Hall of Fame penmanship. Now, just so
Not
you
bad.
know, Fergie Jenkins played most of his career with the Cubs. He was a national. He played was a National League and all Cubs All Star for 3 seasons. And in 1971, he was the first Canadian and Cubs pitcher to win a Cy Young Award. He was a 20-game winner for 7 seasons. 7, including 6 consecutive seasons for the Cubs. He was a leader, or the NL leader in wins in 71, and the American League leader in wins in 74 with the Red Sox. Thank you very much. Jenkins was also the NL leader in complete games in 67, 1970, and 71, and the AL leader in complete games in 1974. He led the NL in strikeouts in 1969 and had over 3,000 strikeouts during his career. His 284 victories are the most by a black pitcher in Major League history. Now, looking at this autograph, I think it's fair to say that he cares about his signature.
Yeah, I think personally that it could have been better.
It could have been better.
You know.
Yep.
The Fergie is definitely the Jenkins.
Right.
Yeah, he could clean the Jenkins up.
The one thing to remember here is that he's older now.
Right.
You know, so if he this I can't remember which card this is the series is from, but you know, if
the handwriting does get
a
worse
guy
as you get
in
older.
his 50s is better signing autographs than he is in his 70s, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yep.
But it's still way more legible than any other of the 3 autographs that we just saw, other than the FF, right? I mean, if you want to call that legible, okay, great. And now, so there's one example of a Hall of Fame guy who was great at his craft.
And not real bad.
Not real bad at signing his autograph either, right? And then we'll give you one more example here, and there he is. There he is. Leading by example. And Michelle already told you the story, so we don't need to explain that to you anymore. So his compact swing generated tremendous power and made him one of the most feared power hitters of the 60s, when he hit at least 40 home runs per season 8 times. In total, Killebrew led the league 6 times in home runs and 3 times in RBIs, and was named to 13 All-Star teams. In 1965, he played in the World Series with the Twins, who lost to the Dodgers. His finest season was 1969, when he hit 49 home runs, recorded 140 RBIs, and won the AL Most Valuable Player Award while helping lead the Twins to the AL pennant.
And writing in a Sharpie is a heck of a lot more difficult.
It is, though,
than
no
writing
question.
With a ballpoint
Yep,
pen.
no question.
You know,
no question.
The letters smear a little bit just because of the thickness of the marker.
But that's not a bad autograph right there.
No, not at all.
And straight as an arrow.
Straight as an arrow. I mean,
straight as an arrow.
Like I said, you can put white line paper right on there. And the slope of that would be a constant rate of change right there, folks.
Yep.
From a former math teacher. That's
Yep.
I love Harmon.
So there's a couple of examples for you folks of guys that take a lot of pride in their signature. Not only did they take a lot of pride in their signature, but they took a lot of pride in the way they played baseball during their career.
Yep.
So I think it's pretty fair to say that they took both of these parts of their lives or interest very seriously.
Yep.
All right, we're going to close this out here with just one more slide, and I just want to write a conclusion here. So for you guys.
He always likes to wordsmith.
Yeah. Okay, so in summary, my take on grammar, diction, and composition is a simple one. Now, I happen to have a little bit of experience in writing here, so I take a lot of pride in what I do. Okay? If you are a person who is in the public eye, whether it be a sports figure, movie celebrity, or some other publicly recognized individual, in my opinion, you have a duty, an obligation, and a responsibility to sign your John Hancock in a well crafted, easily readable format. One that will stand the test of time long after you're gone and be an example for others to glean from. That also goes for regular, everyday folks like me. Think of it this way: your signature is a reflection of you as a person, and a well defined, properly constructed autograph can say volumes about that individual and how they value their own lives. It also shows their attention to detail, proper literary skill sets, and most likely an expansion of the English language. All of these play into the general hand here because as your literary skills grow, you become more astute at your craft. Shoeless Joe Jackson was illiterate, not because he had a learning disability, but because his family needed income. And so he went to work in the textile mills at age 6. The ability to acquire proper writing skills is literally at your fingertips. So do yourself a favor and become a master of your own grammatical abilities. And I think I couldn't have said it better myself.
He's so humble.
Because look, guys, look, if you need to point out something to somebody, send them here and have them read this. And maybe that'll change their mind. And maybe that'll give them some perspective for a guy like Joe Jackson, who never had the opportunity
Right.
to learn to read and write.
At age
maybe
6.
maybe later in his life he may have had that, but maybe it was he's just too far gone to really want to go down that path again. Maybe it was too traumatic for him. But in the old days, like when Joe Jackson was a kid, a lot of times they sent their kids to the mills. They didn't have the opportunities that you guys have, that these ball players have, that all of these athletes have. So wouldn't it be the right thing for all these guys to take a moment, take a deep breath, look around and say, hey, I can do better. I can do better. So,
Right.
so I mean, therein lies, the
Our take on the importance of that autograph.
yeah, it's common sense, it's straightforward, and
River just added her 2 cents. If you could hear our dog barking.
And it's staring you right in the face. So, our dog's having a good time up there. She probably hears something outside or whatever. But we're going to end it right there on our dockets and segment.
I'm going to go check that out.
And we're going to get into our
I'll be right back.
second part of our opening here for Archives Baseball. All right. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed that. It's fun putting them together for you guys. I like doing it. I'm always trying to go the extra mile to make them as educational as possible. And if you have any comments, like Michelle said earlier, leave us, drop us a line and let us know what you think. And we'd love to hear your opinions and comments about that. Be kind of cool. All right, let's get into our second blaster box here. See if we can have any more luck. Find out soon enough, won't we, huh? But yeah, I mean, this whole autograph thing is just like it's an epidemic out there, and it's gotta get better, because if it doesn't, it's you're talking about the illiteracy here of a sport is that is at risk. All right, first card coming out of the shoe: Garrett Cole, Hugh Darvish, Nolan Arenado, 1970, Roger Clemens again, Winfield again, and Own the Game, Alec Bohm. Tyler Black, we've seen him, and Mason Wynn. Because it's a short set here, it's only 300 cards. We're going to see a lot of doubles, I'm sure, here in this second box, but keep banging away. Pack number 2 coming up. Let's see what we're gonna find here. I haven't really got any numbered cards yet, but we did get the auto. Nice goose auto there. Wilson Contreras, that's our boy right there. Boy, what a great pickup he was for the Red Sox, and trading for him and for Sonny Gray, who I might just add is 13 and 1, 13 and 2, 13 and 2, I think. Yeah. So he's got a chance to win 20. Second card, we got Anthony Rizzo and Tom Seaver in our black parallel. Charlie Blackmon, Ricky Henderson, Fernando Tatis, Juan Soto, and Jurickson profile. Everything okay up there?
Yeah, I think it was the Canadian geese out on the river.
Oh,
They were making a racket, so she had to make a racket and tell them to be quiet. Did I miss anything?
Just Wilson Contreras.
Oh, no way.
Just his regular issue card, but I was just talking about him and Sonny Gray. 13 and 2, Sonny Gray. He's a
Man.
He's
Two of our superstars right there, guys.
He's a one-man wrecking crew from a pitcher standpoint. Mark McGuire, he got his 13th win there. What, 2 nights ago?
Mm-hmm.
Frank Thomas.
The Big Hurt.
Andrew Benintendi.
He was good for us.
Oh, the Albies. Upside down one. It's kind of weird. These are all different, a little bit different.
Huh.
Conforto. That's our second one we pulled here
Black
on the
parallel.
black parallels, yeah. And Sonny Gray. Nick Nastrini. Michael Harris, second. Good player. Mets like him. I mean, Braves like him. Mets are gonna be sellers for sure. They just like completely tanked it. All right, what we got here? This is pack 4. Yeah, pack number 4 coming up. Gary Sanchez starts us off, followed by Savvy Perez.
Oh, look at that smile.
That's a good shot of him. Nice headshot. Novelle Marte, rookie, followed by Jung Ho Lee, rookie. Yeah, there's so many rookies in here. I'm not going to really pull too many of them out. Will Smith. And, oh, yeah, okay, here we go. This is, At the Break. And that's Bryce Harper. Yep. Cole Keith. Joey Lapafito. So not too much in that pack. Yeah, we got 3 more packs here, then a couple of fatties. Get us over the hump, maybe.
See if we can get another auto.
Boy, that'd be nice. Wouldn't that be two for 2?
And hopefully it'll be as nice as Goose's.
Oh yeah. Dan B. Swanson, Adley Rutschman, and Zach Gallen, followed by Cal Ripken. Mariano, all-time save leader.
Crazy. Yeah. Crazy numbers.
Kristen Yelich. Black parallel. Yeah, unnumbered. Sal Frelick. Riley Green. Riley's see, there's another guy that really doesn't get a lot of press, but he's having a good year, but he plays in Detroit. So he's like, might as well be playing in the North Pole. I mean, the Tigers have always been a good baseball town. I mean, just look when Mickey Lolich, Denny McLean, and Al Kaline, all those guys played for him. They were good. Fans would show up there, but these days, it's been tough sledding. Nolan Shonable. There's Junior Caminero. There's our boy. There's our autograph guy right there. Come on, Junior. Let's get it together. Good God, man. Pull yourself together. JJ Bleday.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it, folks, because I say it all the time.
Matt Chapman. Carlos Correa. And the Wrecking Crew. Josh Naylor. Rod Carew. Yeah, won a bunch of batting titles. Pretty good player, I'd say. I'm sure Harmon was happy to have him. They played
Yep.
together for at least 4 or 5 years. Tony Oliva was with him. He had some good teams over there. Mudcat Grant. All right, last pack of this one. Let's see. We're gonna get lucky, huh? We're gonna get lucky. Luis Matos, Jacob DeGrom. I know we're getting greedy, folks, but why not, right? We only live once. Carlos Beltran, in a good way, because you guys are getting it. So, Kyle Schwarber, Albert Pujols, Ozzie Smith, Byron Buxton, and Sandy Koufax. The old bomber, lefty bomber. Boy, he was good once he figured it out. All right, we got 2 of these bad boys right here to finish it off. See if we can have some success in these guys. See if we can pull something interesting here. All right, we know we're going to get a yellow, but we like some additional bling here. Yu Darvish. Here's Contreras again. We've seen this. There's Rizzo. Mark McGuire. Big Mac. Frank Thomas. Sandy Alcantara. I don't think we've seen him yet. Cole Reagans. Shane Bieber. He's come back to life, huh?
Yes.
Corbin Carroll. And Mitch Garver. You know, there's another guy right there. He's quietly putting a good season together. You know, Jackson Holiday rookie. That's the new breed. Jackson Jerkson Provar. Sonny Gray. Sean Murphy. Kyle Yastrzemski.
Looks an awful lot like where's the picture? Oh, we don't have him hanging up down here.
Right
I know
you.
he's behind it, but
yeah,
we have a picture of his swing more like that.
Yep. All right. Last one here. Folks, we appreciate you stopping by, checking us out. If it's your first time, remember, if you're interested, leave a comment, right? We already said them earlier, so we don't have to say it again. And you can rewind it. But yeah, leave us, if you like what you see here, give us a like or become a subscriber. We'd love to have you along. And we try to come up with some interesting topics for you. So Jose Barrios, Otto Lopez, he's having a great year, over 320, I think. Mitch Keller, Jason Dominguez, and Christian Encarnacion Strand. Chipper Jones, hey, the old chipster. Nice yellow. Followed by Brent Rooker, who just had knee surgery not too long ago. Pair the old left leg, I think. Logan Webb, Marcus Semien, David Ortiz, Big Papi. And there's Duke Snyder. And what we got here? We got At the Break. And that's Managa. Imanaga. And last 4 is Bo Bichette, Monty Irvin, great Giants player, Teddy Williams, Teddy Ballgame, and Emmanuel Clase. So, we didn't get a lot of, I don't think we got any numbered cards except the only card we got that was of any great consequence here was Goose Gossage, but it was a real good one. So yeah, so there's our autograph right there, folks, to kind of highlight this this break. But again, we appreciate you stopping by. We're going to leave it right here. And like I said, like, subscribe, and comment if you got anything to say. And until next time, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. So long.